Hey guys, Robert Strongtham here, gonna be bringing you some more Elder Scrolls Legends. Now, if you remember correctly, a while back we played the Fade Zoo deck, and I really liked that deck. And it had one of this one card, Wispmother, in it. And realistically, that was the golden fruit of this deck, if that makes any sense. That was the cream of the crop, the tip of the turmoil, whatever. Wispmother is an amazing card. Can we just take a second and look at it? 7 mana, 5/5. And if you play a card that costs 2 or less, including reduction things, then you summon another copy in the other lane. It's just an amazing card all around. So I went and made 2 decks completely based. I crafted 2 more Wispmothers after crafting that first one. And I made 2 more decks. They're practically token based around that card, the Wispmother. Also keeping in Tazcat in this case. There's an assassin one, and there's a mage one. So I'm gonna show you those just real quick. Give you a look at this one. This one's they're both mostly token based. But in the late game, I hope to get off a winning Wispmother play. It really does win you the game. Or versus Infillible, the celebrity. Oh, playing a Nord deck. That's not good, because he might have the same swarm strategy I do. It's not a bad hand, only I want to save the Cruel Fire Blooms for the late game. And a common thing you're going to see with these decks I've made is that most of the cards, the creatures at least, are 2 or less. Alright, that's pretty cool for us. Draws us some cards. I mean, I suppose I have to give him that, right? Don't want to use an elixir to get out a Dunmer Nightblade or a Fighter's Guild Recruit or whatever. It's just a 1/3 or a 3/1, practically. He came at my face, but there we go. Funny that I actually got more damage at his face there. And right now we play our Dunmer, not Dumner. Nightblade. I like the assassin version of this deck a lot though, because those Murkwater goblins are amazing. And there's also those 2 Argonians, the 2 recruits. That's a shame. I think the Dummers are in this deck because oh boy, he's swarming us real good. He even got one of our runes. The Dunmer are in this deck because the Steel Sword's just an amazing finisher in the late game. Seriously. I don't think we can deal with this board over here, so I'm gonna play my Murkwater Savage and just do whatever. I want to kill this the most though. I mean, he can gain some life because I'm gonna swarm the board and keep hitting him. So if he gains life, that's alright. But I don't want him to get like 5 attack out of this card. That's my goal right now. Although look at his hand, it's pretty small. Okay, this is like a token based deck, so I'm expecting a Divine Fervor any second now. He doesn't have it in his hand, otherwise he would have played it. Okay, so that 1/2, I want it to die. Lurking Crocodile does not trigger the Murkwater Savage, but it's an amazing card. I would seriously recommend putting it in most of your Zool decks. The Zoo decks, not Zool. This is not Heroes of the Storm. That is not likely to kill this guy, unless if I don't play any green cards, because Strength has a bunch of 1 damage pingers, or charge people. So, if I put this over here, he sacrifices something valuable into it. And then what? Lurking Crocodile? Lurking Crocodile trades pretty good over there too. Goblin Skulk right now can only get me a Cruel Fire Bloom, but it's also good for getting me the Elusive Schemers when they are 0 cost. And by the way, Elusive Schemers that are at 0 cost do get copied by the Wispmother. I've had games where I've had multiple Wispmothers on the field, and they actually do stack. So yeah, I'm gonna play my Thieves Guild Recruit. This and that. I don't need a Cruel Fire Bloom because right now it's not likely to kill me anything I really care about in return for my Lurking whatever or Fighter's Guild Recruit dude. It's all good. Tazcat's pretty dead, though. I just have him in the deck because he's really awesome. He's a really good card. I'd recommend... don't craft him, because you can only have one. But he is a really good card. He has no synergy with the deck, though. So you can take him out if you want. That's what I didn't want to happen. I wanted that to die. Okay. Look at his hand, though. Elixir will not help me. I think we have to do this. As much as I don't want to do it, I think we have to. I'm gonna play this in this lane. And he trades 2 people in here instead of 1. And... or he starts hitting my face. I seriously doubt it, though, because this is a very powerful card. And if he gives me more cards, then that's awesome. I still haven't triggered any of his roots. That's a problem, because he's already triggered one of mine, and I'm low on cards. He's about as low as I am, because he just drew a card. I don't think there's any mass board clears in this deck of mine. But it's okay. Oh, that's just awesome. Never mind, it's not awesome. Hey, hey, hey! I can elixir that out if I really want to. That's awesome! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We're gonna do it. He has 1 card in hand, and if that is the card that I think it is, I'm not even gonna say its name, then I think I might concede. But who knows? 8 damage at me is a pretty big deal. I don't have any guards, so I think that's the game anyways, because Tazcat doesn't really work. Brutal Ashlanders do, though. Wardcrafter? Okay, that's cool. Elusive Schemer draws me a card, although it doesn't get copied yet. Yeah, I think he's just got too much damage on board. Oh, that doesn't work. But one cool combo with the Soul Rest Marshal is that if you reduce the cost of Wispmother, she copies herself. I'm not even kidding, because she's a 1-mana card, so she summons another one in the other lane, and it's ridiculous. So yeah, that was the game.
This was a worthy contest.
I don't know what this deck's counters are. I just know that it's fun, because it's super fun.
A fine battle.
Alright. Versus Diblex, the Forgotten Hero. Another Nord deck? Okay, man. Crusader. That's not a good opening. Because I have so many 2-drops, I can play risky. Warcrafter is really awesome. I'd seriously recommend putting that in every deck that has intelligence in it. It really, there's no reason you don't need it. Oh, did I not say hello to the other guy? There's a challenge I have for you. Say hello to all of your opponents. And like all of the videos you watch on YouTube. Now, I could be super aggressive, but I think I want to save at least 1 elixir for the Wispmother. Yes. Say hello to all of your opponents, like all the videos you watch on YouTube, and say good luck, have fun at the beginning of all your heroes games and whatnot. It's a really fun thing you can do. I'm getting this one out early and not the Wardcrafter, because Wardcrafter can split off its things and do... Okay, that's lucky, and not lucky. This is a pretty bad crushing blow. We play the Dunmer first, because if it dies, I get value somewhere in the later game.
My arrows shall fly true.
Oh, and that's cool, because that's 1 less 1 damage ping for the Elusive Schemer. I'm not going to play it next turn, by the way, because Elusive Schemer would get rid of my last... Oh, what? All that stinks. I know of a combo. If you give Brutal Ashlander lethal, and it deals 3 damage to a random enemy creature, it will kill that creature. But it's just a 2/4. I mean, I can take some damage. But I also want to play cards, so I'll do that. And we have pretty equal hands, except for the fact that my hand has a steel sword in it. And next turn, we Elusive Schemer. Now that's kind of unfortunate, because... either that means I can Elixir of Magicka 6-turn Wispmother, or I can turn 9 or turn 8 Elixir of Magicka Wispmother and then a 2-drop to immediately get the value. See, the problem with a Wispmother sometimes is the enemy's smart, and they use their 5-mana piercing javelin on the Wispmother, and then you don't get any value. But it is a 5/5 body. That's something to consider. A lot of times, just by having 2 Wispmothers out, if I have nothing else, it's just like I'm hitting your face for 10. You get 2 runes and all, man, but are those really going to save you from 2 5/5s that multiply everything? You're taking an awfully long time. I should just be patient. Rifthane's a pretty cool card. 2 for a 2/4 guard, or a 4/2. I'm interested to see what's in his hand, because he's been thinking a while on it. Okay. You can silence that. Oh no, now he can really trade the way he wants to. Is he gonna do it? Because now that's a bit of a threat. I'm going to laugh if that hits him. Sorry, brother. Yeah, I love Brutal Ashlander. It's such a good card because it obeys. Most of the time. Occasionally it doesn't obey. But whatever. I'd say all those rights make the wrongs disappear. Okay. That's a problem. So he can't just take 9 damage. He's got 2 cards in hand. He can probably 1 damage ping this, so it won't really work. So what we're gonna do is High Rock Summoner, and then how about... Okay, we can't coin that out, or elixir that out. But I want to play the Lurking Crocodile in there too, because I can't take 2 hits from this. That would basically lose us the game. Except for the fact that look at his hand and look at mine. Ooh, right? And one thing that's cool about this deck is that with most Zoo decks, the thing about the runes in this game is it makes you think of different strategies. Oh boy. That's why I put the crocodile in there, because now I have the Skooma Racketeer and whatnot. Okay, the prophecy runes. If you just have an okay board and ignore their board and attack their face, you make them draw cards, which makes them more likely to just control the board. So if you like control the board and wait for your board to be able to kill him in 1 turn or so, then that's where it's really at. But what the problem with Zoo decks is you can't really do that. You have to just keep going face because all your cards are 1/1. You can't make a super threatening board with 1/1s. But with this one, you kind of can, because with Wispmother, you could play 1 card and you get a second one, or a third if you're playing 2 of them. So what I'm about to do is really risky. Don't try this at home, kids. I'm kidding. Alright. Wispmother, a little bit late, because that would have been really... Oh, I just realized. I'm sorry. He doesn't even know what I draw yet. Now we're going to play our Skooma Racketeer. Tasty. Yum, yum, yum. And then you know what? I don't care about this 2/2 anymore. Do I care about the 1/2? No, I don't. Because that destroys one of his 2 cards he has access to. And next turn, because this is reduced, whatever we draw, which is likely to be a 2 or less card, let's be honest, is going to be copied. And I didn't use that. Good thing I have the Skooma Racketeer there. Oh. Wispmother. Okay. Now what we do is we... I'm assuming because he didn't play that, it's either a really expensive card, which is not likely because it's Strength and Willpower Zoo, it looks like, or it's a... I'll do it in this lane, because I want the Wispmothers in the Stealth lane just in case. Or it's a Prophecy, the Piercing Javelin, and I want it to kill by 5/5 guard instead of... Okay, what was that? Oh. Well, guys, it looks like I'm just going to start winning the game in a second. So we're going to play our expensive Wispmother. And next turn we hit him for 15 damage with our Steel Sword. Probably more with a Wispmother combo thing. Cruel Firebloom is amazing in this deck. In any of the decks with Wispmothers in them. Because you get an extra card. Because check this out. That's not fair, guys. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. That's not fair. Either of these is 3 damage, but this is 3 damage on the board. I want him to kill this, because this will get internal value. Hit him. Triggers 1 rune. Does he kill a Wispmother or shackle a Wispmother? Could happen. I forgot if Imprison had Prophecy or not. He could have gotten gain 5 life, that one, which is pretty bad, if you ask me. I seriously doubt it's a Lightning Javelin. Alright, we hit him for another 5. And hit him for another 2. And you see how 1, 2, 3 cards, realistically, 4. That's a really intimidating board. Now he has a big hand and all, but I have the board. Let's say he has 2 Lightning Javelins. That doesn't save him. 2 of them. That's not enough to prevent all this damage. Not to mention I have Cruel Fire Bloom, which is 3 damage to his face with a Brutal Ashlander. And a Crushing Blow. Yeah, so that's what you do. Because this deck can be Zoo, like it rushes people, but it can also just sit back and build a board. But it does it instantly. I had a 3-card hand, if I recall, and I made a 7-man board. Pretty cool. I know my numbers aren't accurate, but the concept is that Wispmother is crazy good, and it should not be underestimated. I mean, I don't think anybody underestimated it, but I think nobody plays this card because they're just like, oh, if I don't have a deck with blah, blah, blah. No, dude, there's plenty of amazing 2-drops or less that go into any deck, like Brutal Ashlander in that color, the 2 different guild recruits from the agility, if you're playing like a mage deck, there's tons of summon token cards. The tokens themselves are really tiny creatures. You got your 2-mana cards that get more powerful the more actions you play, or draw you cards when you play more actions. And I think this guy just accepted he lost the game. So check this out. The order here really matters. Now, hold up. I want to see if I can do this right. I have so many 1-damage pingers. So you hit him with this one, so he gets that 1 rune. Okay, because he was going to get that no matter what. I don't have 11 damage on the board. Okay, I think he actually left, guys. But you hit him, and now I'm going to hit him with this 2 damage Skoom Racketeer, so that I hit him for 8 damage, and he does not get this rune to save him. Because somehow if that rune were to just destroy my field, it couldn't happen. It can happen. But yeah. That's how that Zoo deck works, and doesn't work. Maybe I'll get out of the tower today. This is the mage style one. So you're going to see a whole lot more tokens, and you better believe I have 3 Divine Fervors in here. I crafted a Divine Fervor for this deck specifically, because Divine Fervor is an amazing card. At the moment, I'm going to say, because I have a feeling it's going to get nerfed. Daeroning Glorian. The Wood Elf. Divine Fervor. Let's just keep that in our opening hand, because this is an amazing hand. The Archer. Wood Elf. Okay. Spider Worker, because it's a 2 or less card that gets copied from the Wispmother. And Divine Fervor can make it a 1/2, which is actually worth something. Because, I mean, Intelligence also has the Sacrifice cards, but I think I only have the Cruel Fire Blooms. Or maybe not in this deck. Now, that doesn't do anything for me immediately. I'd rather get 1 damage in and get a Frost Atronach than have a 0/1 that doesn't do anything. I think, yeah, next turn I'm going to Spider Worker. See what we draw. Looking Crocodile's pretty cool. And do that. By the way, in these decks with the Wisp, the Zoo, the Aggression, that's where you can put cards like Golden Saint. There's a card in every attribute that says if you have more health than your opponent, you get an advantage. And the point of this is if you're playing an aggressive deck that is going to have that life advantage, you can actually trigger this reliably. And this offsets the disadvantage of just attacking face all the time and giving your opponent cards, like we're about to do right now. And check this out. Divine Fervor, Spider Worker is really, really worth something now. 2, it's practically a Thieves Guild Recruit, only it has Prophecy, which is really cool because that Prophecy is like a deck search prophecy. That's really weird. If he really wants to deal 1 damage to that, be my guest. I think he might have thought it would have killed it, but that's not how supports work. Now, I'm going to, first of all, the order matters here. You attack the enemy first, so that in case you would get a prophecy that, say, destroys target creature, and then play your ginormous 6/6 guard. Because I think he's going to either attack it and play his Leaf Lurker or finish off, which he has a lot of cards in hand, he can totally do it. Or he's going to ping it and do that and hit me for 3. But either way, Divine Fervor is probably going to carry me because I still have this huge hand. And he does 2 in all, but my creatures are just naturally big, and my cards give me creatures. Next turn, okay, arguably last turn I could have 5th Legion Trainered, done a whole bunch of stuff. I think what I'm going to do next turn, though, is 5th Legion Trainer into a Resolute Ally. And whether it works or not, okay, maybe not so much anymore. I think I want a Golden Saint, because that's a guard, which means that he won't get my health low enough to do the Royal Sage. And that's also 2 cards that are 5/5s. I like that idea. Well, first off, hit him. Okay, well, he wasn't going to pop anyways. Yeah. Because whenever you can get the value out of this, it's amazing. And another thing that's awesome about this deck, well, not just this is a willpower card, so you can have it in the same deck as Divine Fervor. 6 mana for 2 5/5s with guard is really unfair. I'm gonna be honest. Divine Fervor should be nerfed. I don't know how. That's for the devs to decide. It just feels really unfair. And next turn, we can do Royal Sage Resolute Ally. We could do a whole lot of stuff. It's really cool. Royal Sage is amazing, even on its own. 4/4/4/4 with like Ward is really good. Or Guard. Yeah, see, we still have the health advantage. Unless he's about to do... Oh, okay. Now, we don't have a whole lot of creatures for this to trigger off of. But that's totally cool. Now... I want to play the Royal Sage this turn, because even triggering 2 creatures is totally cool. But I want to play the Spider Worker because I want to see if I can't get my 1-drop out. Okay. This just gets 1 more damage in and scares him to death. Although, notice something. He's at lower health. He has about the same board presence as I do. Because I have the Divine Fervor always. But I have the bigger hand. That's not fair. I like this deck a lot. The Wispmother ones. Because even without the Wispmother right now, I'm doing so amazing. So right now I'm going to play my 5th Legion. Training is over. It's time to act. Alright. Didn't work, but whatever. You know, I got a pretty threatening board here. I didn't play the Royal Sage, because next turn I think I can Divine Fervor and Royal Sage. Or Divine Fervor win the game, you know, who knows. I might have wanted to play the Dunmer Nightblade a little bit earlier. Is he gonna... Okay. He's gonna... Oh, he's gonna kill that. Okay. Interesting. Oh, I was gonna say, if he's not gonna kill this, what was the point of that? And he didn't let me draw a card. Very smart. Okay. That's awesome. So check this out. Let's do this. Chimera is gonna guide us. And what do my 6/6 people have? Lethal. Okay. Does that have breakthrough? I forgot. No, it doesn't. So... No, I want to remain board presence. I don't think I can kill him exactly yet. This one has breakthrough, so it's going to hit him no matter what I do.
What have we here?
Okay. And next turn, I can just play more cards that are +2/+2, double Divine Fervor up in here.
The forest will not suffer your presence.
Okay, I would say... Wait, what? Oh, yeah, they got the 1 power from the Recruit, or 5th Legion Trainer. Again, the silences did not silence Divine Fervor ongoing things. Or can I kill him this turn? 5, 11, 12, 13, 14... No. Nature dry. How about this? How about we trigger his runes?
You can't
2 of them. And then we play here.
By dawn and dusk, I move as a
Him.
shadow.
Do this. Steel sword. And that. So now, these really tiny threats are actually pretty decent. And he has to kill 3 of them. And even if he does, I have 8 damage at him. Okay, that's 1. He might have the Fighters Guild recruits, which could work. 2 Fighters Guild recruits coming right up. Finish off.
What have we here?
Nope. Because that might be the game. I can't do any order things. Or can I? No, I can't.
You can't escape.
9 damage.
The forest is my strength and my courage.
Nice try, buddy. Alright. Good game. Wow. There's rumors going around that Wood Elf decks, Archer decks, are just unbeatable right now. They're so not unbeatable. No doubt it's a good deck. I even like the deck. But it's totally beatable. Just make your okay, so I'm gonna show you on the screen just a second my version of them. Again, 3 cool fire blooms is very important. Majority of the cards are 2 mana, specifically the creatures. Always have 3 crushing blows in your decks, and 3 Wispmothers. And Soul Rest Marshal combos well, Thrill Sage, and whatnot. You can try this for all combos with intelligence. I just naturally went for these 2 because Agility's idea is having fast creatures, and Willpower's idea is also having fast creatures, whereas Strength is more like hit 'em hard, and Endurance is having gigantic creatures. And I don't think it would work that well compared to these 2 decks. But that's just me. So yeah, that's my Wispmother decks that I really like them. And they're really successful, as you can tell. I might even get out of the tower. But that'll be all for today, guys. So make sure you subscribe for more of this kind of thing. Like all the videos you watch on YouTube. And leave some comments down below for conversation, because that's cool. Make sure to share this with your friends as well, if you think that they would like this video. That'll be all for today. See you guys.